I'm trying to figure out these stupid horns. I seriously just did that. Ugh. So we got power. Those. I've already taken this all apart once. I had the wires out of the back of these had rotted. So I took them off, took them down to the shop, and added these little wires because like I said they were rotten. So and they don't work. The reason I'm messing with this is I'm trying to decide whether I want to leave these up here or just go ahead and take them off. Yeah, I think we're just going to take them off. Because they ain't working. I don't really like them to begin with. Clean that up. Yeah, I have to get a blade up here and clean that off. I think we're just... That's the second time I've worked on those and they ain't working. I don't really like them up here anyway. So yeah, they're gone. This inverter thing I've been struggling with a little bit. I originally had it planned to go here, but it was a much smaller inverter. Because of my camera equipment and stuff and the very expensive laptop, I had to have a pure sine inverter. I don't want to take a chance of a modified Sine. Now you can look into how all that works, but basically your closest thing to real electricity that you get from your house is pure Sine. A lot of inverters, a lot of the cheaper inverters are modified and they can damage certain electronics. So you need to be careful when you're working with inverters. I mean, that's something you need to, I'm no expert, research it out, but I've got a pure Sine inverter because I can't take a chance of running into my equipment. It is a lot bigger than I had anticipated. So I'm thinking about putting it right there. Now, they may be thinking, what a stupid place to put it, but the thing is, when the countertop's up here and I have the microwave and the ice maker, I don't have to have an extension cord to get the plug down to right here because they sit right here. My other option was, we'll move you over here. My other option was to put it into the cabinet down here. The problem with that is I would have to run an extension cord. It's nice because it's down in the cabinet and away from everything, but none of the cords are reach. So yeah, right now that's the debate. Do I put it right here? I've been thinking, like, even sitting here. Yeah, that time I actually did. The counter comes out to here. You're not really doing too much right here. Yeah, that's, I'm hung. I don't really know. And I thought if it was here too, basically, I don't know. So, like I said, the other option is to put it in the side of here. And I think, after thinking about it, that's what I'm going to do. That way, it's hidden, it's out of the way, and I think what I'll do is just use the I'll keep the 3-way I use right now for my the 3-way I use right now for the vacuum and all that stuff. I'll just keep that in here in the cabinet. The thing is most everything that I've got now is all run off of cigarette lighter outlets or USB. Even the laptop charger, I was able to find one reputable that will run off of the USB, which I have, or with the cigarette, which I have the cigarette and the USB outlets on that side already. So I figure the best place is to just put this down here. It's hidden, it's out of the way, it's not funky looking in there, and if we need to, we can just run a little cord up. Like I said, the only reason we would use it is for the ice maker and the microwave, which we won't use a lot. Alright, so we gotta get these ends on here. The only thing I got to do it with is a pair of pliers. I don't have a pair of crimpers that big. So we're gonna do the best we can to smash this on.
Who tried to murder your brother, your own flesh and blood. Let him right away. Let him get away scot-free.
It's on there. This being bolted in, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, a pair of crimpers would be nice, but they're expensive. Got some extra fuses. Got some washers.
Just ordinary sort of fella then, huh?
I say that.
Now I gotta get it around and get this thing screwed in here. Can't get the drill in there to put the screws in. So I'm gonna have to put them in and slot it on, I guess. What a freaking mess.
And I told you the same thing.
Well, it's in there. Holy crap. Contortionist. Strap it up. But I think what I'm going to do, I don't want to hook the inverter directly to the battery all the time. I think what I'm going to do is before I finish this off, I'm going to get one of those trolling motor disconnects. You just push the button, it disconnects. Flip it back down and run that off of that panel. The reason I didn't finish the panel yesterday is I screwed that board up and I took it off is I need to either glass that in. I think what I'm going to do is, I got the 4600, the adhesive, and I think what I'm going to do is coat it really well with that and then stick it back up there and screw it in. The reason I don't do that now is because I have a full tube of that stuff, and when you open it, you need to use it. So if I use just enough to do that, then I end up wasting that whole tube, and that stuff's expensive. So what I do is save little projects until I have enough to do all that, to where I'm going to pretty much use the whole tube. So yeah, I think for now that's all laying over. I think I'm just going to stop for now until I get that. And then what we'll do is we'll run the negative, and then we'll run the positive to a breaker. And that gives us a little extra protection. So we're going to wait for that. Alright. So I have to say, the last 2 days, we really have not accomplished much. We did get the inverter placed over there. Decided to put it there instead of on the wall. We checked that through hole. That was unplanned. Trying to think of I removed the horns. Yeah, nothing I had planned to do is actually what we did. I decided, like I said, I'm going to wait and get a shut-off switch before I connect the inverter to the actual batteries. I want to be able to shut that off separate because I really don't use the inverter that much. Like I said, for the microwave. But I don't want to leave that wire constantly all connected for nothing. Like I said, I can just put a switch back there. I can flip that switch when I want to use it and leave it shut off when I want to shut off. That way it's separate. So got to order that. A lot of what I've been doing the last 2 days is like looking and figuring. It's like these pump things. Here I go. I finally get the inverter installed so I can put that cabinet back together and screw it down. And now I'm waiting on the pump situation. I'm trying to decide on what to do with that, because to run the wash down hose in the back and this hose here, I have to put a through hole fitting in the back. That little fitting on the side isn't actually in under the water line most of the time. That's a big commitment. I hate through holes. Yeah, it's like $40 for a fitting and a gate valve and then a hose barb, all in brass. So yeah, I'm trying to decide on what I'm going to do on that. If I want to put a through hole fitting in to put those in, yeah, like I said, that's a big decision. I looked at kind of where I would do it. We might, because the wash down thing is kind of important to me, more so than that. But if I'm going to do it, I might as well do them both. But yeah, that was basically like the last 2 days is a lot of like figuring stuff out, deciding what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go. I measured a little piece for the carpet. Yeah, I didn't get a lot done, but I'm tired and sore anyway, so it kind of works out. I've got some other work I got to do, so yeah, that's where we're at. Like I said, I just basically wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on. Hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to get back to it a little bit harder. Like I said, major decision, through hole or no through hole. We got to clean that bathroom, put that carpet down, and then the aft cabin, I've got to start working on that. I got to pull that headboard. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just completely worn out. I got to pull that headboard out, recover that, and decide what I'm going to do back there. I pretty much decided for my use is most of that's just going to be storage. I'm not really going to use that as a bed. This is the bed. But yeah, that's where we're at for now. So I basically just wanted to update you. Like I said, we're basically screwed off for the last 2 days. Really didn't get a lot done, but sometimes it's like that. Thanks for watching.